we go live in 10 minutes. So like I said, we go live in 9 minutes, you can say. So we start in 5 minutes. We start in 2 minutes. Actually, I can say 3 minutes, so we can give people some chance to come in. Same important like investing.com. Get some coffee before you start. Let's start the recording. So we start in 2 minutes, so we'll give everyone a chance to get in. So like I said, when you guys get started to trade, first get some coffee, very important, then check investing.com, then trade. We start in 2 minutes. I think we can start now. So, I will preach this every single time. First get coffee, very important. Then open account at investing.com. Make sure you put your address. This so investing.com see where you are coming from. So every time zone that says here at investing.com is after your time zone. So for that, for example, if you go to news, economic calendar, if you have 3 stars news, wait 1 hour before after. So if you see here now, today have been quite a lot of 3 stars news. Like we had one now for dollar. So we should not trade dollar. We should wait more 30 minutes. But let's take a look if this news had any. Does not seem like had so much affection for the bar. Very little. Let's see from another pair. No, not so much. So looks like actually we are going for the downside side now for GBP USD. Let me see. Yeah. There. So this can still be considered that we are within the support, because this support is pretty strong. But we'll go back to this one after. We start always with euro against dollar. So as you see here now, we are now in between this small region here. Not so much we can do on swing trading, at least what you can see on the 1 day. So let's go to the 4 hour. I will not say there's so much to see here either. It's very, it's not a nice chart for trading. So let's go to the 30 minutes. And as you can see, we are moving like this. And this is, we can't trade this. No way at all. It's this choppy market like this. We can't trade this. We just need to wait till at least we go either in one of the directions. Like this choppy market like this, you will lose money if you trade this, because it's like a lotteria. So there are some traders that like this, that they just do like this. They put a line here, they put a line up here, they do a short up here, long here, short here. But it's not a way. It's something that can work right here, but the market do rarely move like this. Typically you see this, and this is what I like to trade. I trade with, not against. There are some stupid traders, I will not say names, but these YouTube traders that trade with RSI, and it's not smart, because let's bring up the RSI indicator just so you can have a look. Let's see. Remove this one here. Let's add the RSI just so I can prove a point. RSI, let's see. Relative Strength Index. So, what happens if you trade after RSI? Many have this idea that if you are oversold, that you should go in with a buy position. Like here, for example, you are below 30, means that it's oversold market. But do that reflect on the bar here? No. You see, you got down here, you got a little up, but not enough that you will have a take profit, and you continue down. So it's very, very scary. See the same story here. Even we're down to like 15 in the RSI, oversold like crazy. That was here. What happened? Yes, we got a small up, but not enough that you have taken profit. And what happened? Fall down. So if you're holding this position, you're down, was even down here. See that distance. So RSI is a garbage indicator. If you start trading with, like here for example, see here, you put a buy position here, and what happened? You go down. Of course here you would be in profit, but probability that you will have closed here because you got worried. So don't use RSI. RSI can be good in some ways, but not by itself. So just have that in mind, that indicators sometimes can be good, but they are also lagging indicators. Like MACD, for example, is a lagging indicator. You can show here now, for example, you can add MACD cross. So if you take a look here now, for example, here you get a cross up, but the cross came in the top actually, so you would have entered here and you basically have lost the position. Of course, then you have something called the 200 moving average. I think maybe this could have been over the 200 moving average. Moving average will move something like this, and you would have a losing trade. Here you would have gone long. The cross come here. The cross came in the top here. What happened? You lost. You cross here, the cross here. That's the small move you got, and it came a new cross down. What happened? Nothing. So do not use indicators. Try to learn to trade properly. And shopping market like this, we do not trade. So today's video, today's session, we can see no trade for euro against dollar. There are some type of trading you can see, but it's not something that we are going to do in this session at least. So we can mark euro against dollar as done. So yes, what you can do if you can take a long here now, because as you see the probability as touch it here, go up, touch it here, go up, touch it here, go up, touch it here, go up. So if you take a super tight stop loss, I will say yes, you can take a long position here and go for the upside, because let's say you lose very little stop loss and you can gain much on the take profit. So yes, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I will not do it, but you can do it here. We can see that that could be a good trade. So let's open GBP USD. Okay, let's start on the higher time frame first, so we get a view of direction and all this good stuff. We were here, we detect profit. Did happen. We detect the trade here. We got our take profit. Now we are down again, but now I feel we are, maybe we'll go to the downside here now. Looks like that for me, because this we need to wait to see if this will close. If you can see in 4 hours, maybe we can get a more better view. And as you can see, it's not decided yet. With the 4 hour, I will say that we need to wait. We need to wait and see what happened here now. But probability now is that we'll go for the downside. So for swing trading, we don't have the confirmations that we need yet. I would want to see us below this region at least, because you see even here. But this was on news, so we can't say that this is the same. So maybe if we close down here, that's enough that we can go for a short trade. But yes, we did catch this one, and we did catch this one. So we got two very good winners. And here I told also in the last session we had in Friday that we either will go up if we break above here, or we have the squeeze, or we go down. So it did go down somehow, not so much, but would be enough that you could take profit at least. And you can see we did now go up again here and go down. So we can see that this can be an M also. So let's wait and see what will happen if we continue down, or this is just another fake out, because we see we had a few of them also. Let's go to a small time frame to see if we can find something better. So I don't see. Okay, we can see a little format of a trend in the inside at least. It's more difficult to see on the top side, but here we can, if you train your eyes, you manage to see this. You can see we touch it here, here, somehow here, somehow here, some here and some here. So we can see that we are in the down, but in the upper side is a little more difficult to market. But we can see that will be something. Let's see if we can get it a little better. When you do this, try to do the place where you see touch the most, and then you see it's better to get all this to touch instead of thinking about this one. So, as you know me, we do not trade against the trend, and we see that short-term trend is downwards. We are in the bottom of the barrel here now. If we were in the top, we could go for a short trade. But right now, as we are in the bottom and the trend is downwards, we are not going to take this trade. So one more we can see. We can also see that we have a support here. Let me mark that. Right about here. So you can see we touched the support also. So yes, the probability is that we'll go up from here because we have the support of the trend line and support of this. So let me see if we can take this trade just so we get something, because as we got the support and the trend line, the probability is pretty high that we go up. Let's see if we take it in the upside there and we take a tight stop loss like this. I think actually we take this trade. I think it's good enough. It's not following my rules 100%, but as we have a support and support from the trend line, I think it's good enough. It's good enough to take. So let's take it. GBP USD long. We do that. No, I do not like that. GBP USD long trade. Enter at this level. We take a stop loss at this region here. And we take profit at this level. I will take this trade myself also. What I did now. GBP USD long trade. Enter at, hate when I push wrong, this level here. Take profit, we take, now stop loss first, stop loss at this level, and we take profit at this level. Then I will make sure I take this trade myself. Now I'll copy it there. And there. Then I go into my MetaTrader. We take a long position. Just copy my own stop loss and take profit. Stop loss. Like that. Huh. Oh, wait. Need to do it manually here. We have a stop loss at 123.39. 123.39. 123.39. And we have a take profit at 20.56.2. 20.56.2. 20.56.2. Just like that. Yeah. Then we are good. Then we got our first signal up and running. We can close that. Then let's take a look at GBP, GPY. We take to 1 day. Let me see. Is this, let's remove some of the other lines here. We don't need so many lines. Are we the top of a trend here? I will say so. Can even move it a little more down. So here right now on GBP GPY, we can see on the daily chart that we are in a squeeze. We are in a squeeze because we have this support line, the green line here, and we have this green. Here you see the importance of waiting for confirmations. Will it shoot up and fall down again? So, but I will probably lose this trade, by the way, because I have a way of trading in. I take the first possibility, because in the long run you win more, by the way. We can see now here in the 4 hour that we are fighting a little with this trend line. But if we close here now above, I think we want to see what will happen on the next bar. So we are not going to take this trade on the first, but maybe on the second bar here. So in 5 hours and 40 minutes, we probably can take a trade here. Then we can target the top side here, put a stop loss maybe down here somewhere. So I will look for a trade something like this. Let's say we enter here. We target up here, and we take our stop loss something like this. That would be a nice trade. But I want to see some more confirmations here that we actually are breaking out of this trend, because you have seen before that this trend line is not so strong. At least it was not here and here, but here we have protected quite good. So I want some confirmations before I enter here. So we need to be following to see what will happen. But at the current moment, this can also be a nice short trade. That's what I would like more to see, because it's following the trend. So we can also, if we close below this trend line, if we close below here, this will turn red and come down here. We can take a trade like this, take our stop loss, something like this, and target the bottom. I like that trade more, because you're following the trend that is downwards. So we have two possibilities. This is the trade I prefer. It's a trade that have the higher win rate. And you see our stop loss is covered by the spike you see up here, even the spike you see here. So this is the trade I prefer. So if we can close below in 1 hour 38 minutes, close below this trend line, I will open then a pending position down here and target the bottom of the place here, because then we might move something like this. We might go like this, come here, maybe go like up here again, and then you end up to a squeeze that you either go up or down. Most of the times we go up, but we can go down also. So for now, this for me seems, I'm hoping we close below, because as we have seen in the past here, it's not so good, this trend line. It's not a nice trend line we have here. Sometimes you have a very nice trend line like we see clearly, but here we have some fake outs, and I don't like it so much. So I like it more for the short position here. So, by the way, GBP GPY will be a pending trade. So I can put this one up, but it's not a trade that you're going to put pending, just make it now. You need to follow and see yourself to see that the bar close below this trend line. Just make a trend so you mark all these places so you're on the top of it. But yes, looks like the probability is that we are going to go down. So let's mark, we can mark it up. Pending trade for GBP, GPY. Let's take it at this level there. I need to add some info. Only take trade if for whole close below, let's see, in that case 62,973. Uh, 162,972. Next, no, this for H bar close below air. Let's do like that. Then open short trade at take this stop loss level here, and we add the take profit level here. Like that. Yeah. So, like I said, I like the short trade here, but we need to, this bar here need to close basically below this trend line. So if we can do that in the next 1 hour 30 minutes, that will be a very nice short trade. Then I think the probability that we hit the take profit down here is incredible high, and we are following the trend. So more I look at it, more I like it. We can take a look how it looks like in the 30 minutes. Now let's see. Do we have a short-term trend thing here? Let's see. Something like this. Yeah. So let's see. This is very short term. You sometimes can mark up things like this, but then we have this two trend lines that is blocking it. So once again, if we close below here, that's a very strong indication that we will continue downwards. So, but yeah, it's funny how you can start to put many lines when you are trading. Like always, when you trade, try to put as many lines you can, because then you will figure out so many good trades. See here, for example, you see we are trading in between here, you break out, you got the retest, and then you can go for a good sweet long here. And you could have target, take a stop loss right below here and take a 1.5, and you would have a nice winning trade. So this is what I'm talking about. When you're trading, try to put as many lines you can, because you will be very impressed by yourself if you start to do it, how high win rate you get, because this, how fun it is, how it's always following the rules. So you got a squeeze here and you shoot up. You could also have gone down in this case. You are not expecting the market, you are predicting the market. So now you can see yet again up here, we can mark it again, and here we are basically waiting for the same thing. Probability is that you're breaking to the downside here, and that fits with our plan of open our short trade here. So learn your eyes to see these type of things. When you start to see this and you start to manage to put it, because this here you can already see at least in this bar here, then you're able to take this line here, and then you can try to form this as good you can, and then you will see the squeeze and you will be sitting waiting for something will happen. At least here you should be able to put it when you come to this spot here. Then you have this and you just sit waiting. Of course, if you had it here and you sit here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours you will need to wait before you got your trade. But then you would have entered, because you see here that you got a retest, and that's the perfect entry when you get a retest. You can't ask for better entry than this and go for a long position up. So, like I said, learn your eyes to see these type of things, because if you do that, you will be so successful in Forex trading overnight, basically. Forex trading is not about finding the best indicator, the best these type of things. Yes, there are some hidden gems out for indicators that make trading easy, but no need to spend money on it. You can get free, like the one I give. I can give the link again. You can get a free indicator with me. This one is good if you learn to use it. So let's post it here again. The thing is that everything is about have some type of patience, because you see, if you start to trade within here, thinking that I think will go up, yes, you would have won, but that will be a 50-50 chance, right? So don't do that. Like here, for example, when you have this that go up like this, yes, the probability is that we're going to break down in the end. It's very rare we break up in the upward trend, but can happen, so don't do that. So just have patience, wait for the correct setup before you go in. Now let's see, then we're done with these pairs here. Let's take a binary option trade if we get any. At least you will learn how I trade. So as always, we are going to take the one that pay the most, GBP, GPY. We take this one, we open a chart, we add 2 indicators, we add Bollinger Band. Here for binary option you need some indicators, but we are also using support resistance. So right now we can see, let's before I start to change the colors, just so we are prepared, one here, and let me see, I'm trying to figure out where is the higher probability. I think up there. Yeah. Now let's change some colors so a little easier to see. We don't need the middle one. We change this one for white, this one for white, and here we change the stochastic to go to yellow. Then it's easier. So, how it is now? For a take a trade, we are looking for three things. You have these two. We can make this one green for call, and up here we can make this one red for put. So if you touch this line up here, we're going to take put. If you touch this green line here, we take a call. But only if this bulge band, this bottom line, is above this green line. So we get a tiny space at least. And the stochastic we want to have down here in the black area. So if you meet all these three criteria, then it's a trade. If not, we are not taking the trade. Because if this bullish band start to cross below here, that means that the trend might change, so we break easily this line here. But let's make the trade for $100 if we can touch. If this bar now shoot down, for example, down to this green line, we take a call. If you shoot up to the red, we take a put. That's basically how we do it. This line here you can always change. For example, if we start to go a little up and this bulge band start to move more up here, we can move our support to the next best thing that is around here. So now let's wait and see if we can get a trade. If we don't get a trade within a couple of minutes, we continue with Forex trading. So right now we would have taken both of them easily if this one now shoot down here, for example. Of course, I would like to have the stochastic down in the black area here also. And if you think about trend lines, I don't do that so much with the binary option. Of course, you can see that we have a trend that goes something like this, but it's not so useful in a binary option like it is for Forex, because if you break the trend line, then like, are you going to wait for the retest? Like, it's not so strong because you're trading on 1 minute here, so it's not so strong as it is with Forex. So we are not going to do that. But support resistant, that works good with binary option. So you can see, for example, here we have our resistance, but it's below our upper bulge band, and that means it's a probability that we can break up. And that's why we don't take it. So we have three rules we need to keep to be able to trade. I think this can be boring to sit and look at if we don't get. If don't happen a trade in this 1 minute, we go back, and as always we can do like this. We take a line here that show where we are right now. We can make it a yellow, and we make it a little more thick. Then we easily can see what happened with our lines and things after, as if we have taken the trades. So then we see everything that happened after this yellow line is trades that, if you have been sitting waiting, what could have happened. So yeah, I think we do like that. Sorry for my noise, a little sick. Thank you for that, Samantha. Do you still carry cash exchange them onto crypto and start trading with money to make even more. It's a way you can see it, because we don't need to do that, because you can trade crypto also in the Forex market. So you don't need to exchange it to crypto, because right now crypto is quite it's something I holding long term. I don't trade on crypto exchanges. I trade more in the Forex exchanges, but I trade crypto also. When I say crypto, I trade basically only Ethereum against dollar, Ethereum against Bitcoin, and Bitcoin against dollar. That's basically what I trade. I don't trade anything else. The indicator that is okay. The indicator that is best is the I give for free. Never pay for things like that. So just use this link here. There you get one complete for free from me. So just follow this link and use that indicator. It's super easy, and if you need any help, you have the information there also, so you can get started with that indicator. So that's the most easy one to use. Now let's take a new pair. I think I want to see gold actually. I love trading gold. We are currently in a downtrend. I have this thing I can't, like we did talk about it here when we were up here, that we did break out of this trend and going downwards. Like I told that for the ones that want, they can take a short, but I have this thing I can never short gold. Gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I can only go long, because I am bullish long term. Because if you take a look at let's take a monthly chart on Bitcoin, on gold. What do you see? The trend is upwards. So long term, no one can say that we are in a bearish market with gold, because we are not. You can see that we are only going upwards. Short term, yes, but that's why I don't trade against the trend. The same we can say with Bitcoin, BTC. People can say, okay, we are in the bear market. Oh yeah, and some way we are. But if you, okay, we couldn't zoom out too much here. Let's see if we can find another. Don't we have a historical one here? Let's show a little more. BTC USD. No one here show historical data. It's just to prove a point. I always like to prove points. Let's try Forex.com, see if they have older. No, only to 2017. I think there, yes. See Bitcoin now. I think you see it better on weekly because it's not so old. What you see? Bitcoin is trending only upwards. And here you can easily see every past, like let's go back here, every past like bull markets. Here you have the bull market. Bitcoin was valid at 27, then we came to 265, we retest almost the 27, then we got the next bull market, we shoot up to 1200, we retest the last bull market, then we shoot up to 19,000. Few of you maybe remember that in 2017. We come down. We did not retest completely the last bull run, but at least we came close to it. And then what happened again? We shoot up here to like 68-ish, and we retest now the last bull run. This, and now next time we shoot up to maybe 200,000 and we come down and we will retest here again. So that's why I say I can't short something that is a long term going upwards. The same with gold also. So that's why I don't have the capability to even think about shorting gold. I only look for buy opportunities. So let's go back to gold. So this was just for me to prove the point that why we can't do that. We need to look the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is upwards. So if we now look at gold here now, we might go all the way down to the yellow line down here. But if we do that, because typically when we break out of a trend line like here, we can even go all the way down to the start of the trend. So we can even go down to like 1600 level. And if we take another trend line here, because the ones that follow me, they know I love my trend lines. If I can put up a trend line, I do it. So we can see we also have one that we can mark something like this, and you can see it's respected. We did all go up, we came, but we had also this resistance on here, and we go down. And now we are going to get a squeeze here maybe, and it's first when we break this long-term trend you see down here, then we basically can look for trend. So the perfect trend here would be if we came down more, came up here, came down, and we something like a trade I would dream for will be something like this, and we cross here, because then at least we can take then I will go for something like this. I will take a long trade here. I will target the top side here. I will then take my stop loss just tight below here, and this will be a super nice trade I would have taken on gold. So dream setup for me is something like that. That is only looking for long possibilities. So because we see that this resistance here is the 1800 level is very strong, so we will not target up here, we keep to here, and if we see that we go to take profit and we see that we continue and we close above here, perfect, then we got one more trade, then we take one more trade, and to be honest with you, you need to cross above here and need to be close above here. Then we take one more trade. We take then our stop loss something like this. We look a little to the left to see, and we can target our next zone, and we get one more trade up. Instead of take one, that's what I mean. Instead of take one all the way up here, we are rather close this one, wait for the next, and open again. So that's how my dream position for gold would be if we could do something like this. That would be amazing. Even better would be if we did go down, we get a strong bar down and came down here. Then would be even better. Then I will take one long position up to this, wait till we cross this trend line, take this one and this one. We get even 3 trades after each other, because then we might get a new trend that goes something like this, and we can target everything up. Will not be so tiny, but you understand what I mean. So That's how my mindset works when I'm trading. I look for long-term possibilities instead of what, not only take the trades I can see now, but trades I can do in the future, and make a plan for it so I have it, so when it happens I don't need to think too much because I already have done the thought process. And if you do that with enough pairs, then you suddenly will start to see that your plans will come, and if they don't do, okay, not to worry, you just erase them, but at least you have planned for it. So that's what I do when I trade. I always do that. Always plan for the future trades. Not only the trades that I can have right now. Now let's see what happened here. Here, good, I was, no actually I would not have taken this trade. I was going to say good, I was not here because I would have lost, but I would not have lost. Because you can see what happened. We had this support here, but our voltage band was below, and the rule is if it's below we can't take it, we need to be above it. Now let's look to the left if we can see if we can have a new interest zone. Let's move it there, let's see. Now let's zoom in. If this red one can come down here again, we are ready to take a call trade. Because we see the bullish band line, it's still above this line. So let's wait and see. But currently no. If this bullish band cross below here, this one is not valid more either. This one here, our line was not here, so we would not have taken this one either. Now let's see if this bar not close. Now you see, for example, this one is not valid more because you see the bullish band crossed below our support, and that means it's invalid. So yes, you need to be waiting sometimes. As you have seen me trading, I think I've done the last 7 times. I think I did 4 trades. We won 3 out of 4 trades. So it's not so often, but of course, if you sit looking and you put in, for example, some alerts, you can do that on TradingView, because you see this is from TradingView also, so you can find exactly the same chart. You can put alert on specific levels, so you don't need to be sitting waiting. So that's the way you can do it. Yeah, this broker I'm using for buying option, yes, it's there are coming some huge updates here now, quite soon. So will be they're going to update it, so will be even better than this right now. So just wait for it. There will come some big things on this broker the coming days. I guess in a couple of weeks. Then I think we can open, let's take a little different pair. Let's take CAD, no, let's take something that has something, I'm not going to do with any of the other pairs. Let's see if we can take maybe it's out first. We are in crypto, of course. Yeah, we can open this one. This is incredible Shopee. Let's take it to 1 day. Let's zoom in. But what we can see here, that here we have a trend up. Let's see. I think we can take it. No, I think actually we have broken the trend. Let's see. Little difficult to see because it's so choppy, but I think actually we have a break on the trend here. We got the retest. It's actually so good that I want to take a short position. We can be very careful and take our stop loss super tight. Let's target. Let's take a small trade here. I think we take this. We take entry on this one here. This will be out and Sati. Typically I don't trade this one, but today we do. Short trade. Enter at we take our stop level here. And we take our profit at this level. I will explain more. There. So let's go back. So as you can see here now, we have had a trend that we had since December actually. And you see we broke it here. We got a retest. Here would have been a good short position. Good we did not see them. But other than that, we see that we have been stably protected by this trend line. But here we clearly see that we broke down, we got a retest, and we have a nice bar down. So then we are targeting one of the spikes you see down here. You can see this one even did go all the way down here, looks like. But I think this is a pretty nice trade, all in all. So, worst case scenario, we lose it, but we are keeping to 162, and that's what I like to see, is that we are keeping to always, even if you have 50% win rate, I can't stress that enough, we are making money. So always have these rates, so if your win rate is bad, like 50%, you still make money. My win rate in my sessions, like I said before, I think I'm like 95%. Of course, through all the year, I will not have that type of win rate. My win rate should be around 75-80. So I will have some losing trades, of course, but we're going to win much more than we lose trading the way we do. And like I said, even if I had a poorly 50% win rate, we would make money. So that's the most important with the way we trade. So now there are 3 minutes left, so I will only take questions if there are anything. Thank you for that call. Don't do that. Only go in with 1% of your account maximum, because if you start to take more on some trades, it does not help if you have the higher take profit and stop loss, because if you take more in some and you lose this some and you win on the ones that you don't go in hard, then you can maybe go in zero even though your take profit is bigger than your stop loss. So always keep to 1% of count on all trades. If you do that, then you make money. If you go in harder on some trades, then you can lose money actually. So don't do that. Hopefully we win this trade, but still keep to 1% of the account. Yeah, it was quite protective. Let's see, how many we did. We did 1, 2. Not so protective. Three, three trades, three signals. Typically, we see a little more than that, but this time, like I did see in the start, for example, with euro against dollar, it's not so much we can do. So, how do our GBP trade looks like? So, like I said, it's not so much. No, let's see here now. Let's go to the 4-hour. Yes, perfect. Looks like we will get our short trade on the GBP, GPY. You see, we are breaking, and this is what we were hoping for. So in 1 hour, wait for the confirmation. But yes, this will be a very nice short trade on GBP, GPY. I really like what I'm seeing, because you see that the long-term trend is downwards. And yes, so it looks like we're going to get our signal for GBP, GPY to be active. So this looks very nice. So if we close here in 1 hour, yes, then we put a pending position on this trade here. So perfect, 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 perfect. So are there any questions? Happy you like it. I'm now done with this session. I'm back again Friday 18:00, same time like this one. Have a perfect day.